The following is a men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match could be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
The game has arrived.
The cerebral assassin, ready to engage in warfare.
This is gonna be good.
Introducing first, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, Triple H!
Being the one to kick off a War Games match is not easy. There's tons of pressure resting on you to get your team off to a good start.
Well, lucky for him, he won't have to wait too long until the cavalry arrives.
That's right, this team will have the numbers advantage here, but it's not so easy to capitalize on that advantage.
It's only a matter of moments now until we find out if he's up to the challenge that is War Games.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
And from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Seth freaking Rollins has entered War freaking Games.
The battle hymn is carrying Seth Rollins into war. The visionary, ready for battle.
Yeah, Seth's mental and physical game are even more on point in War Games. He knows how to maximize this battleground.
Rollins already has a War Games win under his belt. The visionary once again primed to lead the victory chorus.
The first two entrants in this War Games match getting...
Takedown. Looking for the crossface. It's cinched in. This could be over. Looking to free the arm and does just that. Oh. Attack to the midsection. Gut punch.
Sending him all the way over to the next ring.
And he scores a reversal on Rollins.
Sharp clothesline. Staggering back up, maybe to a foregone conclusion. Good golly. Utilizing his power and tossing him across the rings. Oh, man.
Oh, that's gonna sting your back.
And you have to think there's a little more strategy coming into play at this point in the match.
For sure, and that strategy might need to come down to a minute detail. Not just who's competing at what time, but even the types of moves you use. All short-term decisions that will be key to long-term success.
Well-placed knee drop to the skull. We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out.
Gentlemen, the advantage has officially shifted.
Into STO.
Just mounted with punches and entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need.
Set him up.
Russian leg sweep.
Still fighting back. Look at him go.
Boom. Tossed clear across that gap and crashing down into the opposite ring. Ooh, elbow strike.
Oh, and sky high with the brain buster. Compressing the neck with that kind of force can't feel good. Sharp knee.
Wait a second. He's going up the wall. The Extreme War Games mentality soaring. Oh, man. You know what he's thinking, and it is not good.
The timer is running out, and this next competitor will equalize things inside the cage.
Sky high.
Off the mark.
Rollins.
Sorely needed reinforcements about to arrive. Let's see what kind of impact they have.
System, look at these vicious kicks to the jaw.
I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Oh, what a right.
Ooh. Overhead kick on the mark. And using the
Bottom rope moonsault.
Pressing their foot right into the gut. That's gotta hurt. And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver come.
It
wasn't fancy, but they're free.
effective arm drag.
Ring-shaking spine buster.
Arms hooked by the game. Pedigree. Trademark execution from the game.
Setting up for something here.
Right across the throat.
What an elbow drop.
Right to the heart.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here.
His capacity crowd is sending it wrong, and he's sending it right back.
The holding cage has been open, and we're about to see a bit of a handicap match here, gentlemen. What a counter! Power slam!
The odd man in, and he's looking for an ace up his sleeve now. Jimmy leaves an opening.
Top of the skull. Terrible position for Jimmy.
He's carrying some serious equipment into the cage with him, ready to fully exploit the numbers game.
Oh, forearm to the back. Is this really going to happen?
And he's just been tossed. Oh, look at this.
Trying to turn it around. How impressive was that?
Lift it up. What's next?
You have to respect these men for taking it to the next level. This was becoming too close to call.
Yeah, it's hard to predict how this one will end.
Taking head over heels.
Oh, what a kick.
Sling blade! Big clothesline. Uh-oh. And over to the other ring he goes.
Jimmy saves himself. Lands an elbow.
Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entrant.
Basic maneuvering there.
Elbow to the knee. That's how you extend your leg.
Charging toward the ring and looking to even things up.
What a display of strength here.
That cannot be what that table was meant for.
Now Rollins needs to end it.
Watching.
Stone frog splash. And that was an effective attack, guys. Man, this place is jumping.
Rollins with an homage to the
next him. He gets manhandled over into the opposite ring.
Measured kick to the vertebrae. Elbow drop. Piercing.
Big elbow.
Sweeps the legs. Stop.
Oh, soon we could be seeing a submission here.
And uncanny show with power.
Even with it.
Gotta find a way out of the death. And there he is. Look out. And Jimmy's still dishing out a very impactful attack.
Yeah, this is Jimmy in control and looking toward the finish line.
Here they come. Going to give their team the upper hand as soon as possible.
Top rope. And now here. Rollins with a head of steam. Big air.
And now officially in the fray. The cage will be coming in and have more friends than foes in the cage.
The volume in this building has increased exponentially. The fans are willing these competitors to push forward.
Win or lose, these superstars are going to be held in high esteem after this one. Jumping DDT.
Absolutely planned. Oh,
Here it comes.
from the heavens. And that definitely made solid impact.
Just turn the lights out.
What an elbow drop. Taking off up the cage in this War Games match.
Stop.
Sets out, he glazed over.
Jay ready to end things. The next entrant incoming to even up the odds. Well played super kick. Gosh, what impact.
Got to minimize the damage now. Go help your teammates immediately.
Ooh, what a nasty kick. Insulting.
He's able to counter that. Knows about to be moving up before he brings in a little backup from the outside. Oh, man.
He's headed up. Might be going toward the top of this War Game structure.
Foot stop.
Jimmy with a cause for alarm.
Searching under the ring, thinking something there can give their team a boost. Looking under the ring for reinforcements.
Brilliant strategy. Even odds weren't good enough. And they just added a bit of insurance with that.
Stop. Is there any fight?
Now looking at Jay.
Jay nailed all of it.
Gets lifted into position.
Scepter the table.
Sending him careening through the table. Nothing but carnage and wood fragments are left.
One inverted DDT.
Oh, God.
Rollins with a reversal. Climbing the cage.
Honestly, not a great move. The cerebral assassin with the kick to the abdomen before the...
Dangerous intentions in mind. Standing at the top of the cage. Absolutely insane.
Using the verticality of the cage to brutal effect.
I can't believe that connected. The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
Good technique reversing Rollins.
Face lock.
Driven down with an elbow to the heart.
Precision offense into the pin. This could be it.
And it's Jey Uso. Another spectacular War Games match ending in a big victory for this team.
Throughout the course of this match, we saw a dramatic power struggle play out inside the cage. It was brutal. It was grueling. But in the end, there was only one team left standing.
What a win. They will never forget this moment.